Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. It's to look at rebuilding Seattle, reconstruct the Emerald City after the Great Fire of 1889. Now, as you can see, I'm filming this handheld. Very rare for me to do this. Very few videos are made this way, for me at least. This is because this is a huge setup. What you need to be doing is stacking out these polyomino city tiles, these buildings, into respective decks. And then also the suburb tiles off to one side, round markers shuffled up as well, these round decks. You're going to move into round one initially. Everyone is going to take a player board, all different player colours. In terms of your pieces, going to place this in position 11. So that goes there. At the beginning of round 2, that's going to jump by 12. And in round 13, it jump by 12 again. And you're also going to take a marker here representing law. And every board is going to be unique because we're going to have a different name. So we've got a pioneer square here and 3 different laws. Over here, we've got Capitol Hill. We have 6 different boards you can play with, so lots of different variation. And over here, you can see I've already played this game. I'll talk to you about that later, but you might want to pause it and see how I've got on. We have neighborhood and suburbs. So you're going to grab one of these boards. Like I said, they're all unique, and showing what kind of amenities that you have. In this case, I've got some dancing, so entertainment, some shopping, which is over here. We've got some food eateries, some train stations, university, and like a bank. All of these are useful throughout the game through various motions, and it depends what you want to activate at a certain moment based on certain events represented over here. A round will end once one of these flip over, but let's go back to setup. So this is a 1 to 5 player game. If you're playing as a 3 as an example, you need an extension. More cards need to come out here. But as you can see, I've already placed out some level 1 cards down here too. These cards, such as this one with this people symbol, let you bump up this track, which is good, because as and when you're activating stuff, you can get yourself victory points, or choose to get victory points and money, or victory points and money again in this instance. But it's going to be where your population is at. So if you're somewhere like here, depending on where your cubes are, which I need to put out in a second, it might be the case that you might have, I don't know, 5, 4, and 3, or whatever it might be. But if your population is higher than that, you take off that difference, and that is going to be actually how much you're going to be getting in points. So if you're not high enough along this track, you will not be scoring anything. So you kind of want this down here and exceeding this. So you want more amenities than you have population. Otherwise, you'll not be getting victory points because you're not victorious. You do not have satisfied population. Okay, so over here as well, we've got some example cards, basically some cards that were played in the last game. I'll tell you how they work in a second. But landmarks, everyone's going to take 3 of these. There's 15 available, so shuffle them up. And you're going to keep 2, discard another one, and take the respective kind of polyomino tile over here. This one you can see is not present because I've just played it out in a prior game. So I'll show you how that kind of worked a bit later on. But yeah, you can do an action whereby you can pay the cost to bring them out. And as you can see, typically getting victory points either then or kind of at the